4. Everyone get out.
Greetings, programs, and welcome back to Fallout 4. Now, as I mentioned in my announcement video earlier today, I'm not gonna entirely stop doing other games, but it really depends on being able to fit them in with that artillery theme that I've got going for the channel now. So Fallout 4 is actually one of those games, but it kind of depends on certain things. I basically have to find a Fat Man launcher. Now, I'll show you the skill build I've got. I'm going to do a kind of a role play to fit in with the new theme of the channel. So I'll actually show you the special stats. So this is the character I've created called Nuke, which is actually one of the if you meet Codsworth, I checked the list of names. This is one of the names that Codsworth will say. But as you can see from the special perks, well, I've basically put almost everything into charisma and luck, and I'm actually getting a boost on charisma from the wedding ring, which is actually a mod I think I used. There's a couple of mods on this build. But yeah, one of them is that the wedding ring gives +1 charisma for some reason. I can't remember why I chose that. I think it was just a desire to have the wedding ring actually do something. But yeah, I figured for being an artillery player, of course, luck is obviously the most important skill, and it's a very important skill in this game generally. Agility, well, some artillery are actually very mobile, so agility seemed like it was a decent one. Oh, I've hit the wrong thumbstick there. Charisma, well, charisma was an interesting choice. Charisma, I felt that because artillery, it's such it kind of engenders such strong feelings in some people that you've got to have that high charisma level to be able to talk them round, to be able to bring them to your point of view. So that's why I've gone with charisma. I almost went with perception as well, but perception affects weapons accuracy in VATS. Now it also it's your kind of like your spotting range almost, if you want to call it that. And of course, artillery's got that overhead view and will attacks. So I was tempted to put some points into perception, but then I thought, well, actually increasing weapons accuracy, that's not really role-playing as artillery, though, or role-playing as an artillery player. So before we exit the vault, I'm just going to have a last little look around and see if I can't have any, if I can't find anything that's, I think there's some cabinets over here. And oh! Hello! Well, talking of, wow, I guess there's that luck in action already. Wow! A 2-shot Fat Man. That's incredible. Wow. And almost 1,000 mini nukes. Well, we'll take those. I will take the 10mm ammo as well, of course. But wow, that is amazing. Well, we're definitely going to... Wow. How lucky is that? That's incredible. Well, I mean, I had read that the luck stat was very powerful, but I hadn't realised quite how powerful. That's incredible. So, wow. That's amazing. Wow. Okay, anyway. So we'll exit the vault. Oh, can you believe that? That's actually incredible. That's amazing. Wow. Well, we're off to a good start with this run already. I'm feeling super hyped now. That's fantastic. I'm bowled over. Wow. It's like Fallout 4 knows. It's like it knows. So we're going to emerge onto the surface for the first time and make our way down to Sanctuary Hills. My plan for this first episode is to get as far as Concord and clear out the museum, and we'll wrap it up there. And then obviously in future episodes we'll go and do other things, because I've gotten most of the way through the story on my stealthy, sneaky build. So yeah, I've got some idea of what's coming up at this point. So yes, there's Concord. Let's travel down and see what we can see. So here we are in Sanctuary Hills, and I'm going to have my first encounter with Codsworth, who's been here all this time. I think we'll skip through this dialogue because you're probably well familiar with it by now, but we'll just hear him saying my name first because it's funny. So apparently all through that dialogue he doesn't actually say my name once, but I swear I did pick a name where he can actually, it is on the list of options, so yeah. So, one of the things I didn't say that I wanted to say earlier, that of course, the Fat Man launcher in this universe, you know, I figured that when this guy was in the army, because this is the thing with your characters, that he was in the... Oh, crippled myself, but haven't lost any health though, that's fine. I guess that's the luck thing in action there. Which is quite useful, there we go. So, yeah, being in the army, he probably used these things all the time, so I figure, you know, he'd be well familiar with the Fat Man launcher, but that's really lucky, having just found one like that. Right, do I have any actual stim packs? I have 4 stim packs, so I should probably use one of those. There we go. So yeah, that's pretty lucky I didn't take any damage from my own nuke launcher there. But again, that luck stat is incredibly powerful, so we're just seeing that in action once more.
Follow me.
Although, of course, ideally, if I'm to keep up this kind of more strict role-playing that I'm aiming for, I'm going to want to keep my distance. It's not always going to be possible, of course, but because I'm apparently... I'm guessing the years spent in the army using these devices, the Fat Man launchers, has basically rendered me immune to actually taking any damage from them. So that's pretty lucky. But it just goes to show the power of that stat. Oh, hello. Very low health. Oh, blowflies. That'd be a bit embarrassing to die to blowflies so early, but go into VATS and just load this up. Because it's a 2-shot launcher as well, it's basically going to do double damage. It would have been nice to find one with like the Merv mod, but I guess my luck stat wasn't quite high enough. I would have had to make my luck stat like 10, and I guess making my luck stat only 9 meant that while I found this, I didn't actually find the multiple thingammy mod to go with it, which of course gives you like is it like 16 warheads or something? So it'll be like 32 warheads when it's doubled up with this mod. That would be a bit nuts, maybe a bit too nuts.
Thanks for trying, Codsworth.
You can't give up, sir.
So he's just going to tell me to go to go to Concord, so we'll do that. I can actually get him to Codsworth.
There must be someone who can help you in Concord.
I think.
Be careful out there, sir.
No, I can't actually get him as a companion yet. Right, so we'll head on our way. Oh, of course, no, you can't get him as a companion yet because, of course, you find dog meat. So yeah, we'll go on our way past the Red Rocket truck stop and pick up dog meat on the way and go to Concord. So, in another really massive stroke of luck, I only had a couple of stim packs from the vault, but one of the mirrors, I was just having a quick look around, see if I can find some stuff in the various houses, because, you know, stim packs I'm going to need, because I'm not really taking any damage from the nuke launcher, but it is crippling my legs every time I fire it for some reason. But, yeah, I'm going to be running low on stim packs very quickly, but again, Fallout 4 has anticipated exactly what I need, and so wow, I'm just gonna take those. Those are going to be very useful. Anyway, onwards to Concord. We're definitely going to go there this time. So here's the Red Rocket truck stop, and of course, good old dog meat, who's around here somewhere, probably. There we go. Hello, dog meat.
Hey,
how you
boy.
doing?
What are you doing out here all by yourself?
You're a mutt.
Sort of a flea bag, aren't you?
Why not? I don't think the dog cares.
Okay then.
That's the nice thing about dogs. That they don't care if you're an artillery player. They don't care if you're, you know, they just like you. They just like you. No really fantastic things here, but there's a duct tape desk fan. We'll take that. There's a workshop bench. There's actually a weapons bench in. We could have renamed the. We could have renamed this to like the Conqueror gun carriage or something, but never mind. We'll have to do that at some later point. There will be other opportunities to visit weapons benches for sure. So, if I remember correctly, there's usually some. There we go, bloodbug hatchling even, so we get to see the artillery in action, the arty view, as it were. Boom! There we go. Problem solved. No death claw or bug too big or too small that, you know, I won't nuke it basically. And also, I do like that even if you're partway through the loading animation, you can basically still just fire. So there we go. When you've got a Fat Man nuclear launcher, every problem looks like a thing. I don't know. I'm figuring, I mean, I might come up with some proper backstory for the character of Nuke later on, but I'm figuring that his years in the military, like, he obviously was in the artillery corps, or whatever they would call it, with the people that use these things, but it kind of, like, this and learning about the nuclear war has just kind of unhinged him, so he's now just running around blasting everything with nukes. Which, to be fair, having been asleep for 200 years, I mean, it's probably not an unreasonable kind of reaction. Now, this was only a 3% chance to hit, but I think we're going to go with the splash damage, so that's fine. It's going to be a little more interesting once we actually get inside the museum, though, because obviously that's going to be a confined space. But I think, given my like resistances, my natural resistances to the nuclear blast of these things that they put out, I should be fine. I should be. There's another one over there. Again, 2% chance to hit, but I think as this is an American, you know, this is set in America, I guess we wouldn't call it the CGC, this thing. We'd call it the T-92. Or possibly the M53-55. I don't know. I mean, I do have... You could argue that I've got at least a semi-turret, so... oh, and is the guy actually inside the thing? Well, a bit of team damage against Dogmeat there, but it's fine. He won't mind. He'll be very understanding, I'm sure. So there's Preston Gravy, who I'm now going to call Preston Gravy because I watched a little bit of... I mean, we'll just take the stuff anyway. I watched Thingamy. I watched a couple of NerdCube's videos on this because he's doing a run at the moment, and he just calls him Preston Gravy, and that's now stuck in my head. So we've got our first point. We'll probably put something into luck because, you know, this is going to be my primary stat. So we've got Scrounger, Bloody Mess, maybe. Idiot Savant could be very useful. Better criticals. Grim Reaper's Sprint. Or every hit has a chance of... I don't know, that feels very RNG, but also I quite like the idea of Idiot Savant, because again, that's very, very RNG. You just randomly receive 3 times bonus XP. So we're going to go with the random RNG. We're absolutely going to go with the random RNG choice. So into the Concord Museum. And this shouldn't take too long to clear out. Last time round I played this, obviously it wasn't recording it, but I was very stealthy. And when you're doing these early levels, if you're trying to do some kind of like stealth thing like that, it gets, like, before you get any of the relevant skills, it does make life interesting. And those early times when I was trying to sneak through I'm seeing the little red dot, but anyway. Yeah, those early times trying to sneak through the streets of Boston when I basically didn't have any of the stealth skills, and there were things like raiders and whatever running around. We'll take ammo off these guys, because you can always sell ammo later. Yeah, it does make life interesting. Oh, hello, there's one. Ooh! Wow, you were close. Well, that's fine, we'll just take a stim back, we'll be fine. So we'll just walk through that. They clearly, you know, I mean, all these raiders clearly don't... They weren't in the military pre-war. They didn't build up this tolerance to nuclear blasts that I did. I've always found it a little bit of a pity that you can't take like uniforms off these mannequins. I'd love to run around in a British soldier's uniform just because why not? I've got to be careful of things like mines and whatever. But anyway. So we're through, and I think we'll kill everyone through here. There is a fusion core that we're going to need down there when it comes to obviously fighting getting in the power armor and fighting the Deathclaw. But to start with, I think we go through here, don't we?
Let's just get the hell out of here. We got no reason to hang
Hey
around
fellas,
this shot.
how you doing? And oh, I actually need to reload. Whoops. Well, it's fine. Dogmeat will buy me the time, because that's what your teammates are there for, right? They're just there to buy you time in order to launch your artillery. What's the other guy on? To get them both. It's fine, Dogmeat. Just walk it off. Just walk it off. It's fine. Bit of team damage. Never killed anybody. Yeah, it's a good thing that the companions can't die. Right, taking bottle caps and some 38 rounds. That's fine. Now, you could combine this with a kind of a stealth character build, but I'm thinking maybe that wouldn't work very well, maybe. So, we're going to go along to the end, actually. We're going to go through this second door. So we get a bit of range and I can go, hello. Oh, and also I need to reload. Come on, reload faster! This is always a problem with artillery. It's just you can never quite reload fast enough. But fortunately, the nuke launcher does actually launch a little faster than an actual 292. So there we go, that's them taken care of. We'll just take your ammunition. I mean, I think having found this amazing weapon so early on, we're not really going to need to pick up any other guns. I'm going to be on the lookout for armor though. And there's Mr. Preston Gravy himself. Also take Romco Fun. And have a little chat to Preston.
Preston Garvey.
And I think we'll probably skip through this dialogue as well, because, you know, you're probably all very well familiar with this. Very, very well familiar.
Just as soon.
Uh-huh. Minigun. Now we're talking.
I know, right?
I like how he says that, like, minigun, now we're talking, while he's holding a, you know, Fat Man launcher for whatever. Don't think we'll be using the minigun somehow.
Can be powered up again.
So, of course, you can find the first of the bobbleheads here, Perception bobblehead, so it is going to go up a little bit, so that's fine. We'll just pick up the bobbleheads. I mean, it's going to increase some of the stats, but anyway, so we've got to get this this fusion core from the basement area. So we'll just jump down there and get this, and then go and grab the power armor and fight more raiders. And then, of course, we all know what's going to happen at that point. Ha! Well, there we go. There's Idiot Savant in action. So we're going to unlock the security gate. I got a bunch of random XP for that. Which is, you know, just randomly getting XP for doing things. That's pretty much like World of Tanks as well. So, yeah, I feel like that fits actually in very well with this whole notion. So let's get up on the roof and get in the power armor. I've got kind of an amusing story about this, by the way, because the very first time I did this, I didn't realise there was a door there. So I was trying to jump across the gap. And then eventually, I actually... I went all the way outside, I went to the church next door, climbed up onto the roof, and then jumped across the vertibird. You can get on the roof doing it that way, but you can also just go through this door, and I just never realised the very first time I played through this. So, yeah, that would have been rather amusing to watch, but sadly I wasn't recording for that particular bit. Anyway, we're about to get the power armor available, which is not quite a complete suit. I don't know yet if I'm going to use power armor as a thing. I mean, we'll just take these bits, why not? And we'll take that, why not? And we'll take all these bits. Because it's... I mean, we don't have to worry about stealth, so that's fine. Power armor doesn't affect that. But keeping the power armor actually repaired, that might be a bit of a faff. And I don't particularly need the extra strength or carry rate. We actually do have to pick up the minigun, but that's fine. I can just quickly switch back. I will just pick up this jump as well. Okay. Would you just not shoot at me? That's very rude. Just don't shoot at me while I'm collecting stuff. It's very, very, very rude. There we go. So that's one down. And of course, being in power armor, you can literally just jump from the roof. But why would I? I can just sit up here and pelt my enemies with these massive explosive shells from a distance. We're role-playing after all. It's very important to try and keep my actions in character, of course. So that's one down. There's a couple more down there, and of course we know what's going to pop up in a little while. Very, very shortly. We'll probably wrap up the episode after that particular encounter. I don't want these episodes to be too long. I think some people, I mean... cutting off KOTOR so abruptly, cutting off CK2 so abruptly, all the other games that I occasionally play, it's... I don't know, some people are maybe going to be disappointed by that, but I think we're going to have fun in Fallout, and I'm going to find other games that I can play that also incorporate artillery in some way. I mean, there's stuff like Mountain Blade Napoleonic Wars, for instance, which has cannons, you know, very old-fashioned artillery, so that's a possibility. And maybe stuff like Hearts of Iron, where you could build... you could try and build an army that's entirely based around artillery. I mean, you'd probably need some actual troops as well. Why aren't I firing? That was very strange. That was odd. I don't know what happened there. It kind of went into the slow-mo as if it was going to fire, because I told it to fire, and then it didn't fire. That was a little bit peculiar. So anyway, yeah, there are definitely other games that we can fit into this. I mean, something like... Oh, we don't have enough AP yet. Just manually aim. Something like Just Cause 3, for instance, probably has enough rocket launchers and whatever, bazookas that I could... It's not quite the same. I mean, a bazooka's kind of fudging it a bit, to be honest. But, I don't know, we might be able to do something with Just Cause 3 as well. So is there another bad guy around? Oh, somewhere. Hello. And then the Deathclaw turns up. So, hello Deathclaw. We're just gonna give you some nuclear-based... Yeah, we were having fun with all the scout tanks, and then an E-100 turned up, firing nothing but heat. But that's fine. You know, I'm in a T-92, and that didn't do so much, did it? I'm in a T-92, so I don't care so much. My arty shells care not for your armour, sir. I'll say, we'll make short work of him. Yeah, well, that wasn't too difficult at all. So, there's still a couple of raiders left around, but there we go. That shouldn't be too difficult to take care of. And then we can wrap up the episode there. So, yeah, get good, noob. He didn't angle, that's what it was. He should have taken cover, and instead he didn't. So that really is that Deathclaw's fault. So let's do this. The shells in there, and there's also something elsewhere. There's another one of these raiders on the roof, maybe. Apart from anything else, I mean, I could get really lucky and find a big, massive number of fusion cores. That's entirely possible, given my luck so far in this first episode. It's been pretty damn good. But, oh, there he is. I don't know. It's if not, scavenging for fusion cores might be a bit of a pain. So I'm not convinced we'll stick with this. Right, have we killed them all yet? Yes, there we go. So we can go and talk to Preston. Complete this mission, maybe get some more XP, and wrap up the episode there. So I'm going to be very interested to hear people's feedback on this episode. I mean, maybe some people will be disappointed about the other series not continuing, but, you know, I can still fit other things into the channel with this new theme that's going on, with this kind of revamp of the channel. So it's not like you're not ever going to see other games. And I think a series of Fallout 4, well, why I am role-playing as an artillery player, I think that's definitely got a place, and I think it's going to be rather popular. So anyway,
You guys gonna be okay now?
Yeah, for a while anyway.
so this is the part where we have the dialogue about going to Sanctuary Hill, so we can skip past that. And I'll go. Yes, I'll take it.
what I can get.
Give me all the cash monies. Why not? And
All right, Garvey.
we'll just say sure. Why not?
Oh, that's
Aha, Mama Murphy. Yeah, she's a bit annoying. Do you know, in my other playthrough, I've still got the miscellaneous quest to give Mama Murphy Jet. And I just never have, because I'm just like, oh, hell no, I'm not enabling your addiction. But anyway.
Told me nothing. It's all just guesswork.
look, kid. I'm tired now. Maybe you.
Yeah, still not going to give you drugs. Dream on. Anyway, so there we go. Episode 1 of Fallout 4, Nuke Everything. And hopefully you've been entertained by this. It's been fun to do. It will be interesting to see what else the extra luck brings with this build. You never know what we might find. Lots of useful things, hopefully. So if you enjoyed this, I encourage you to hit the like button, leave any comments below, and as always, stay tuned for more.